Just got off of a conference call for real work.
Oh, but this isn't real work?
This is my fun work.
Yeah. It's fun up until you get that one customer for the week, right?
Exactly.
Everybody having a good week?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
well.
All right. Well, got more templates to edit today, and obviously any questions you have, please just ask right away. Open forum here. I cherry picked a couple more designs, requests that have happened through the widget. So if you are using the widget, we'll kind of work in terms of that. I actually just I pulled it over and it's in a spreadsheet, but I pulled down these files already, so we'll get right into it. I don't need to save that. First one, I got thinking we haven't done any photo strips, so I thought this might be a good one for us to be able to work on here. Pull this meeting face up here. So with this, a couple of different ways we can go with it. I think this is a great one because it has a white background, so to let us talk about adjusting that multiple ways. And then it also, different apps use strips in different ways, so we can go through that process also. So I think it'll be a beneficial one. All right. So I have Photoshop open. I've downloaded the files, and I'll just go through that for those who haven't joined before. So I downloaded the zip file from our server and extracted it, and got the normal layout here. As always, we do have a readme.html file, and inside here we've got samples about it, and then we have really the important stuff. We have the fonts used, so we want to make sure that we are clicking these links and downloading and installing the fonts on our systems. That will make sure that you're able to edit the text and have it stay looking the way that it was in the original design. Also some quick links on how to adjust colors, what we're going over here, and some other stuff. So always check out the README. Definitely make sure that you get the fonts out of there. Let's see, so I do not have one of the fonts. Let's go find out which one I don't have. We'll start there. It is not even letting me know. So let's go back to that sheet. Got all kinds of windows open here. Bear with me. All right, so we'll grab Laura here. So I've already got some in here. I'm going to remove all those just so you can see how that works. So I'm just going to click get on. It will stick it into my cart, and I'm going to grab the other one also. So now I have two of them in my little cart here. You can download them as a collective together. So I'll just do download all, and then open them up. What I like to do, and this is purely personal preference, but I like to drop the fonts in with the template I'm working on.
Thank you. That just showed me a way quicker way than I do the fonts one at a time.
Excellent. Well, see, we're already getting some value. That's good. That's what I'm doing these for. So wonderful that helped. I always install for all users. That makes like if you have a computer that other people do use, they'll have those fonts also. But that is a preference, whichever way you want to go with that. So I already do have that one. I'm gonna override it. So it was the Laura, it looks like, that I was missing. I've noticed Photoshop does some weird stuff here lately where, like, even though we've put the font in, it still acts like it hasn't been stuck in. Let's see what we get here. So that does look a slight bit different on Windows here. What did it do? Oh, we went to Myriad. So I have seen this a couple times here recently.
Hey, Mike, can you make that the full screen, if you don't mind?
I think it's control. What do you want to see full screen? Sorry.
I'm seeing like the whole other images. Everybody's on the call. Are you on a full screen
I
or is it
think you change your own inside of Google. I'm not a Google Meet expert. I'm
Thank
getting
you. I
used
also was
to-
trying to figure that out. I can only make you so big.
Yeah.
So your screen looks super small.
Well, that's not what
The
we want.
last time I was on here, Mike, mine was doing the same thing that they're talking about. And this time it opened up in full screen for me. So I don't know what I changed or what I did, but it worked.
Yeah, I
I've seen it.
saw somewhere a display.
Yeah, I'm seeing you as one of the boxes if everybody was on the call.
Yeah, we don't want that. There is a place to change that view.
Yeah,
thought it
even
was-
with my readers, it's not big enough.
No, absolutely. I completely understand. See if we can figure out. I definitely came across it one time, and I just am not sure yet. I'm looking down through here. I don't
This is
see
see
it.
another DJ in the call. How you doing, Seth?
Hello, Seth. We are trying to figure out there's a just view. So I think I'd done it this way before. Is that better?
Didn't change
maybe-
for me.
Same.
Still the same?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think it is I don't know why it would have worked before for you. If you go down to the bottom bar there, you'll see 3 stacked periods, 3 dots that are stacked
Yeah.
right next to the hang up. Click that and go to adjust view. And then there is like a spotlight and a sidebar. I don't remember this auto dynamic.
Oh my God. Spotlight worked.
Okay, so now you can see?
Yes.
Perfect.
The 3 up and down is that the 3 vertical dots in the toolbar.
Yes. I need to put that in the instructions, I'm thinking. That'll help people. Like I said, I appreciate you letting me know that because I'm just kind of learning the Google Meet myself.
I was going to say the same thing. That's why I went off video because I was looking crazy everywhere.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's somewhere.
Hey, Mike, this just married. Is
Yes,
this a new
sir.
thing you came out with?
What's that?
This just married theme. Is this something new that you just came out with?
No, this one was released. It's been a little while back. It's
Okay.
on the website.
All right. Because BBM has something similar to it as a newspaper clipping type of thing.
Yeah, I don't remember when we exactly released this one.
Nice.
July probably time frame.
Great.
June, July.
Have you done that one as a 3 up? Does anybody do photo strips often with 4 photos? I find that it takes so
I
long.
mostly do 3.
So
Me
do
too.
I.
Me too.
Good
I-
feedback.
this-
Well,
No, I
I,
haven't done
I
any.
tell the client that it's repetitive if you do 4 poses. I
Yes.
just
I-
don't, it's just too much.
I completely agree.
But also, you get a bigger image too by doing 3 compared to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
I
definitely
wish
gives you
I
more
could figure
logo
out how to
branding.
do 2.
Thanks for the
The
feedback.
photo sizes are actually the same. You just get more branding area. At least in our design.
Oh, there's no
That's-
way to
yep.
It
do
seems-
bigger
it
pictures.
Yep, they're the same size. Let's see. This one's called Love Story. Let's see here.
So it's the same size, whatever.
Since you had asked. So we do have all these different, we always
Yeah.
put out 9 template layouts. So this one's actually a unique one because it is a magazine style. The 3 up is actually at the information top.
Ooh, I
Um,
like that.
that might be the only design in the catalog like that. I honestly hadn't noticed that before. Yeah, I do like that
have you,
too.
along that lines, you say 9. Do you ever think about, and I don't know if it's been asked on one previously, but when I do snap pick but I also do like my printed photos, I will
Mhm.
often buy like 5 different ones. Do you ever think about doing the grouping?
This website unfortunately doesn't, the technology behind it doesn't make that easy.
Okay.
Part of that's because I started this website in 2012
Yeah.
and it has lived through 14 different major releases of the software. that
Yeah.
runs
I've
it.
been with you since 2018. I have quite a few.
There's just not been a way. Now the catalog's got so big, it's it's challenging.
I know. I tell my clients there's like
thousands upon thousands of templates you can choose from.
Yeah, it never ending.
Yeah, all my memory drives, I just go from one memory drive and I copy my entire photo booth template to the next memory drive and then increase it to the next memory drive.
Yeah, they definitely keep growing. We've put one out on, we've missed a few Wednesdays along the way, but
Yeah.
we've been pretty steady since 2014 every Wednesday.
When you guys use these templates, do you guys let them sit in the software or do you guys take them out afterwards?
Mm.
I just let it sit in there.
Okay.
I think I use Darkroom Booth.
Okay.
That's another thing. Like, these are not necessarily edited for Darkroom, are they? Because like they're double strips. Normally you can.
We're going to go through that little trick. I'm going to show you something for
Okay.
that.
I see. I love it. I'm still with the one everybody hates, Social Booth.
I use Darkroom.
Okay.
I
Okay.
like Darkroom. Darkroom just seems to be like one of the main core softwares, I think.
Definitely on the PC side, they are definitely, I haven't worked with them in a while personally, but they were always great at support. That was one of the things I always really liked about them. I wouldn't see any reason that they would have backed off from that, but
No, they're still good. They got
awesome.
plenty of videos out there and everything else.
Yeah.
That too, they've really kind of built that out nicely too.
What about DSLR booth?
We do have DSLR booth also. I
What's
really haven't
the
communicated with
feedback?
Michael a whole lot in recent years, but I mean, they went to a soft subscription service, so I know that really
Mm,
a number of his customers were not real happy about that one. But
okay.
yeah, I think it's still a really good viable option also. For those using Darkroom, we'll just segue here real quick. If you go to our knowledge base,
Yeah, there's a way of like, isn't there a way of cutting the photo strip in half? I just went to your knowledge base and I think it's you got to do the canvas size or the image size or something.
yeah, that's the recommended path for not doing it in Photoshop. I'm going to show you how to do it in Photoshop here today. But we also have these starter files. So if you download these are pre-programmed templates. You drop them into your X drive. Watch the video; it'll walk you through it. And then you'll have all of our stuff pre-programmed. It'll have the proper page size in it. All of the photo locations and dimensions will be proper for it. So I would definitely recommend going there. I'm working on building these out for all of them. I have Breeze built, but not published yet. I do also have DSLR booths. We just did theirs here. Here we go.
Real quick, got a question for you.
Same thing.
Is it
Yep.
being recorded, the conference?
Yes.
Okay, great. Because I actually have to head out here real soon. I have a client meeting here at 2. I don't know what time zone you guys are on. I'm on Eastern Standard Time, and I'm not.
Eastern. Yeah.
Okay. 2:30. I have to do a client meeting for a wedding.
No worries.
With them, so I just wanted to make sure that I'm
Yep, it's live on YouTube right now, and then I always post them up afterwards.
Perfect. Because I thought this was great when I seen this email come through this morning. I was like, oh, perfect. I definitely want to be a part of this. And I do have some questions regarding the whole the single strips and the double strips, like I just mentioned, with the the image size and the canvas size or whatever, because you were just showing about there's different ways of doing it. So I mean, maybe if you're doing this like every Tuesday, maybe what we can do is I can show you one of how I do it, and then maybe you can tell me if I'm doing it wrong, if there's an easier way.
I mean, if it's working for you, it's not wrong. I'm never telling you when they're doing it wrong, but I'll show you a couple ways that we do it.
Right. I mean, it works, but it's like you have to still have to adjust the background and everything like that. And
here, I'll show you real quick. This is how easy it is. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can hit the wrong thing there.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is, Darkroom's a unique animal in the Windows space. So they're the only ones that pre-package all the drivers, and then they have they take care of making the double strip. I don't personally like it. The reason I don't like it is when you print to a DMP printer, there is a bleed area, and that is actually what we show here in the pink. So this is all areas that, part of that will get cut somewhere. We don't know where. It's a loose area. All right.
Yeah.
They make it an exact 1200 by 600 pixels wide. That is what their software wants. So
Can I interrupt real quickly? If I'm deleting or taking off the bleed area, is that why I'm getting white on my strips on my DMP?
Could be.
So if I leave the bleed area, it'll leave that color all the way to the end, possibly?
If you're running a 4x6 through together, yes. If you're using a software that is not, then you need to adjust the margins in the software's print driver.
That's just it's.
We show
I didn't
Seth
mean to
here real quick,
interrupt
and then we'll
you from what
talk
you were
about that. So image, we're gonna go to canvas.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go from the left-hand anchor there, centered.
Yep.
And we're just gonna cut this thing in half. So, but we're gonna go to 620 pixels. It'll give me an error message. We'll back out of this. So now it is cut it what we give you in half. Problem is if you would stick this in the dark room, it would be offset to the left a little bit, as you can see, right?
Yeah. See, like it seems.
So the next thing we do real quick here.
It looks like there's more white there on the
Yep.
left.
We're gonna fix so normally the way that we would do that, and this one's weird, a little bit weird layout. I don't know if I like the way that my designer did the frames. But we're gonna come to a right anchor here, and then we're gonna trim off the bleed. And I don't think that's gonna make it look. Yep, nope, it did. There it goes.
Oh,
Boom.
I didn't know that.
Now you export and save that. You bring that in the dark room.
Can you just do that real quick one more time, how you did that?
Absolutely.
Because it's kind of small on the screen, but I tried to follow it.
Are you on your phone or are you on a computer?
I'm on a computer.
Okay, because I'm on my phone and I zoomed in on the image.
Why? No, I can't do it.
What we're gonna do here is we're gonna go to image, canvas
Image.
size.
Image canvas size.
No,
and this is when you're putting in just one strip.
Yes. And then we're going to go to left center anchor. You can see how that changes it.
330.
And then we're going to divide this number in half, which is 620 pixels. It's going to give us a prompt. We're okay with that. This is intentional.
Wow.
And now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to come canvas size again. And this time we're going to go right center anchor. We're going to get rid of them last 20 pixels. And that'll make our width right. I did miss a step, and I just noticed that. So it's a good thing you did ask me to do that.
I was going to say 1844.
We want to get rid of those two and make that an even 1800. So 600 by 1800 is what all of the apps like that use. And there's our trimmed up guy.
That's awesome. I didn't realize I needed to go back in and do the right anchor, because that's one thing that really always bugged me is it didn't look like it was even.
It would. You'd always be kind of offset a little bit.
I was for the longest time. So, hey, I learned something new now.
I've learned 3 things today. Thank you very much.
We are adding value today. I like it.
Right?
That's great.
I knew there was a reason why I've been with you for so long.
I'm still using an old version of Photoshop. So.
Okay. This works in old versions too.
I have CS6.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a classic. You
I've
may start running into,
it doesn't cost
into
me
some
anything.
issues.
I've actually learned most of my Photoshop doing my templates.
Yeah. I think over the years, we've helped a few people over the years get experienced in Photoshop.
You definitely taught me a lot of things over the years just from how you set up your templates.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, anyway, I have to run,
but
being recorded, so that way we can check it out later. And if this is something that's being offered every Tuesday, I definitely want to.
Well, Thursday. So Thursdays are when I try to do it.
If this is something being offered in the future, definitely want to check it out. Even
absolutely
getting one of my assistants that helps me with the stuff, getting her to look at some of this stuff and
share the link with her. Every Thursday I plan on doing them unless something happens. Like last Thursday, I had a family event that I needed to take care of, so was unable to.
Well, I'm gonna hop off there, but thanks for
all right.
I greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for joining.
All right. Bye guys.
Bye.
Have a good one, Seth. Hey, Mike, are there any previous videos, like a lot of stuff?
They're all up on if you go to our YouTube channel, or they're on our blog too.
Yeah, because a lot of this is like over my head, so I want to be able to start from like the beginning to be able to learn how to edit your templates.
And like I'm just bouncing around, so they are kind of haphazard. But if you come down on our homepage, it'll take you right into where all of them are at.
Wow. I learn
We're starting to
every
build some
time I go to your site, I find something else. Kind of off topic, but how about your search engine? Is that going to get, I mean, there's so many new themes and things like that. And I'll type in a word for my theme and won't find it, but figure out a different word to use or scroll through 50 templates and I'll be like, oh my God, it is there.
Yeah, the designers have always tagged the designs themselves.
Ah.
And
is there a way for us to tag them?
There isn't right now, but that a crowdsource would be an ideal thing.
Yeah, no, I mean it would be a ton of work. Yes.
Yeah, I was kind of hopeful. I haven't tried it yet, but I was kind of hopeful that maybe I could unleash AI on the website and it be able to intuitively find stuff. Part of the
like
problem
with
is a
your
lot of times people are
Oktoberfest,
looking
I'm
by
sure
color.
you have more than one Oktoberfest, but I was having a hard time even just searching Oktoberfest and I couldn't find anything. And then I'm like, oh, it's right there.
Yeah. We've got multiple spellings of it. That would be part of the problem. We've got it with a K and a C, right? Let's do like Oktoberfest should be with the K. I don't know if all of them have used that as a keyword or not. So
Well, you just found way more than I found when I typed it in. So maybe.
There's 5 pages. If you put the C in, it probably did not. Let's see what C brings up. There's probably one. Is that what you said you found was one?
No, I had nothing.
Yeah, they're all with a K.
Even still, maybe I didn't update maybe that was the wrong theme for me to pull up. But honest to God, I bought so many templates and I usually just ask the client for an invite. And then I'm like cropping their invites to find their elements because I was buying so many elements. And usually I'll just take one of the templates that I like that you've done. Like right now, like literally right now, I'm working off the Marseille blue floral. But then they didn't like the florals that was on that. And so they sent me their invite. And then I changed. Yeah, I just changed the.
But what do you do with the invites? Or how are you able to extract the elements from the invites?
What I've learned from doing, I download the invite as a JPEG. I pull it into Photoshop. I crop the image to where the element is. I take the background off, turn it into a PNG, and then drop it into. How do I share my Photoshop right now?
I don't think it's set. It's not set up to be able to do back and forth screen shares, unfortunately.
And you could do that in Canva also, right?
Huh?
Can you do that in Canva as well, or just
Canva is a whole monster to me? So.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have very good clipping capabilities, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like lasso tool doesn't exist there. You really need to be able to generate paths a lot of times.
Yeah, but I was super excited. I mean, your templates most of the time are so spot on and they make it super easy for me to change simple elements.
That's the best thing with his templates is the editability of it compared to a lot of the people selling on Etsy where it's just a simple flat PNG and you don't have access to anything on there to be able to change it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's
why I've always stuck
challenging
with Mike.
I can't say enough good words about photo booth templates. Even people that are in competition with me or friends that get photo booths or do whatever, I'm like, okay, the first, 2 companies you need to have photo booth templates and PB backdrops. I'm like, I sell them. Like, that's all you need.
Appreciate that.
Anyway, I didn't mean to take you guys all off topic, but
no, this is what this is for. It's really just a Q&A. This is for you guys. All right. So yeah, ask away. We can talk about any subjects you want. I just grab a couple designs out of the widget so that we at least have something to start stimulating some conversation.
What was this template called?
This one is called Love Story.
Love Story, yeah, because I liked that 3 with it up at the top.
Yeah, I wish this couple would have selected that one. I think that would have been a more fun version of it.
What I like too is I mean, I finally learned how to figure it out, but in Social Booth, you can pull the
TXT file.
Thank you. Yeah. The only problem is that, you know, then I have to download it or upload it into Social Booth, and it's my TXT file 56th copy, and then make sure I pull that one. And
the week you guys released this template, my wedding that weekend actually had a newspaper. She designed a newspaper for every table that talked about her and her groom and everything. And I was so mad that she didn't let me know that, so that I could use this template. Yeah. I was like, oh, if I'd only known that, we would have matched up perfectly.
Yeah, that would have flowed nicely.
Yeah.
Does
this work also with the free version of Photopea? I think it's called Photoshop. It's like a free version of it.
I don't think there's a free version of.
There's not a free version. Mine.
Photopea is the name. Is what I'm referring to.
Photopedia or whatever. That there is
a Photopedia.
It's not Photoshop. I don't know, to be honest. What I have found with editors that are not Photoshop is that they typically rasterize the text layer. So you usually can't edit the text. You have to recreate it in there. And that's really been the only major limitation I've ever noticed. On one of the first ones, somebody was saying GIMP, they thought maybe was able to edit the text now. I've been really busy and haven't had a chance to give that a try, but that might be.
Which is the least costly version that you recommend that'll work?
The least costly is Photoshop Elements, and really for dealing with our templates, it is more than adequate.
Okay.
And I think that one is still available as a one-time pay.
Yeah, and the last week you mentioned one about like a package deal, like for photographers or something like that.
Yes, so that is Photoshop's Creative Cloud, which is the exact version that I'm using here, and Lightroom. They're bundled together, and it's like $20 a month.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks.
Yeah, and I think somebody logged in and confirmed that was still around. I thought they had removed it, because I just thought that was the best deal. And all right. Anything else? Or should we edit some more?
Absolutely.
All right, so let's figure out what's going on. So as I had mentioned, sometimes I've seen this with Photoshop, and what I think it is when one of our designers is on Mac, and then we bring it over to Windows, the typeset systems in the two OSs is different. So sometimes you'll see this blankness here. And I think we were Laura medium, if I remember right. Yes, I did guess right. So what I'm going to do when it gives me a hard time like that, I will just go and highlight several of these and just get them all converted over.
For some reason, I shut down Photoshop and restarted it, and then it.
Oh, does that also? Okay, so maybe it's actually Photoshop getting a little confused. I've got so many fonts these days, I wouldn't doubt it.
I was going to say the fonts are crazy too.
Yeah, I might be overwhelmed. It may be a little overwhelmed. That might be what's going on. I have not tried that.
I'm going to be really mad when the current computer fails on me again. Every 6, 7, 8 years.
Right. All right, so we've got some color changes, and that was one of the reasons I found this one interesting. The client put navy, burgundy, and champagne are the colors, and they provided us with a series of color codes. So I'm going to do what I'd normally do. If you've been on before, you've seen me do this, but I'm going to create a new layer, and then I like to just use the marquee tool and start putting the color codes I was given. So let's grab the main color first.
So you have your clients give you the color codes?
This is from the widget. Are you a
I'm not
template?
on the widget.
Okay, so that's where these are coming from. Is so we've got a large database of customer selections, and I just don't put anybody's personal data in there, and we just use their colors and stuff to be able to edit.
What widget are you referring to, Mike? I'm sorry.
That is the templates widget for that all of our, let me, so this is, pretend all this heading and stuff's your website. It's embedding our catalog in there for your clients to be able to go view. This is part of our discount.
Does it have to be integrated through CheckJerry, or can I do it straight to my website?
This is not CheckJerry here. This is right inside of a website. This is just static HTML website.
All right, so yeah.
And then we do have the CheckJerry option also.
Yeah, we'll love to learn how to do it right onto my website.
Yep. So if you go to, and should be a link under my account on the website, but it's widget.photoboothtemplates.com, and your membership email should get you logged in there.
Okay, great.
And once you're in there, you can edit all kinds of stuff. Let's see. I don't even know what. I think I got like a personal email. I didn't mean to throw you
off if you had something else in mind, but there was a question I was going to ask.
Yeah, so yeah, you can get in here and specify. Here, you can go directly to the galleries. So you could just link your customers to this. It's a unique URL for everybody. Or you can go through the installation steps. So there's some different ways to install it into your website.
So if you do the widget, will it pull up all the stuff you've bought or everything on PhotoBooth?
It's everything on PhotoBooth templates.
Okay.
You'll tell it what kind of layouts you would like to offer, but it's just too non-performant to try and filter stuff out. Unfortunately, we tried it and it brought it and the site to a screeching halt. So I abandoned that.
Yeah, I don't remember very often your site being on a halt. It's always been so.
So how is it the right way to do it? I'm sorry, I got lost there.
As far there's again no right way. It was designed to be a JavaScript embedded into the website, but you can send just the URL that you were given there. You can use the CheckJerry integration. So just any way you want to use it.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid having to use the CheckJerry and have it go straight to my website, but I haven't used CheckJerry.
Okay, yeah, just if you log in there and look at the instructions underneath there, it should walk you through that. If you have any questions, just open up a support ticket.
Okay, great.
I'll help you out with that. Let's see, we got more colors from this individual. I got 99. Okay,
so what are you going to do here? You're just going to change the text colors to the.
So they have asked for the text to be in white.
Oh.
But what I like to do is I like to make a layer that's really just my color palette, right? Can't remember if that's 1 or 2 L's. No spell check. But this lets me know kind of roughly what I'm trying to work with. This design's a nice simple one, so there's really it's not going to be too challenging because normally like we would use hue saturation layers.
Right.
We have some provided here, but in all honesty, with just a black, or white background like this, I would just set. They say this blue is their main color, so I would. Maybe I have to use that. Look at there. So, I see what's going on. Smart filters. These designers always trick me with stuff. So we got a smart object for some reason. We're gonna rasterize.
Nice.
So you can see we can just you can quickly do it when we have no elements, right? So when we start getting patterns and textures and different elements, that's when we have to come into the sliders. But if you're dealing with something that's a solid color, just fill it. It'll make your life so much easier. Or the other option.
What I was running into with your Marsal whatever background. It was like a blue marbled, but their wedding color is light blue. So when I went to the hue saturation and made it lighter, it blew out all the marbling.
Yeah. Some of those can be like, when you get into especially that type of a pattern, it's kind of needs to be that, or then accent the colors around it. But I get it. Sometimes the brides just aren't having it. Another option for this, instead of doing the fill like I did, we can do a layer effects. Trying to look at it this way because
Sorry, I'll turn my microphone off. My dog, Charlie.
Let's go this way. Not sure why I got all these options going on. Color overlay, and then we can come in and do our color that way too. Nice thing about this, it's non-destructive, so we can toggle it on and off, but any of them options are available. And then then you always have your color adjust option also, where then we're trying to guess a bit more, right? Since we're light, we gotta get darker. Move into the gray spectrum a bit. So we're chasing that around a little bit. So whenever possible, I try to make use of fills, but otherwise I make these palettes. So I mean, we don't have to always be exact. We just got to be close enough for customers. Sometimes it's easy to get hung up on, I've got to have the absolute same color code, but it's not always necessarily true. So you can see we can tweak that. That's pretty close there. We're starting to really not see a whole lot of separation there. So I think, those are pretty close. I don't think a bride's going to tell the difference.
I ran into this with a Disney princess layout, and she wanted the color to match her dress. And I went through so much stuff. So now I've just learned, again, another thing. So thank you so much. I need to walk my dog, which is making me kind of upset because I'm like learning so much. But I will check out the recording. And again, kudos to you. You're incredible. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being a customer, and enjoy your walk. And like I said, I try to do these every Thursday, and it's just a journey. So please join us next Thursday, and we'll do it again.
Definitely going to be on my to-do list now. See you later.
All right, bye.
Yeah, have a good one, Maria.
All right, so we've got a couple other colors that we were given from this customer. This is our secondary, this gold, and the burgundy is a third color. So they've got a busy palette for a very simple design that they picked out. So I would probably put the burgundy around the pictures. Let's see if we can figure out which layer. So we have, I think, just a stroke going on. So we're going to go in and actually make a modification to this design, and we're going to create a custom layer. So the way that I like to work with these is usually I will use a vector object, which is these shapes right here. And I'll grab this rectangular tool. And I don't really care what size it is to start with, but you can see it picked up on the other one. I'll drag it down here below. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to give it a fill color. And one of the reasons that I went through and put all those in is they come available to me now in the fills here. So we've already got a stroke over here, so I'm gonna get rid of that. We'll switch to this guy here. And then I'll show you a little trick here. We're gonna hold the control button and click right on this thumbnail. And that's gonna give us these marching ants here. And we're gonna go selection, inverse. And then we're gonna put a filter on it. And that's gonna make that knock through. The other thing we could do instead of that is to actually make this layer in the background layer, and then it also lay in behind there. I don't know if I like that or not. I thought that might look a little better than I feel like it turned out. Just trying to think of a way that we can incorporate the requested colors. They've got all these colors. I don't know if there's going to be a good way on this one. I think they need to pick a primary and go with it. So
yeah, this is a hard template to change from white and black because it looks so good in white and black.
yep. I think I would probably just go in and change the text colors and send it over for hopeful approval from the customer. I think I accidentally rasterized the layer there. Oops.
Mike, you guys don't provide a service to edit templates for us, right?
Not currently, but I am considering it. Because I have had more and more requests for it. So I've considered actually doing it.
Yeah, that'd be great. At least just to get started until we get able to catch. Because my fear is that while I'm going through the learning curve of being able to generate this, I may have to go through another source to get it done anyway. So I'd rather give it to you when you know your template's better.
Right.
Because that's what's what happened. I think before is that I had to purchase a template and then I had to get it to somebody else to kind of edit it for me because I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can definitely help you. I'll work with this in a single because I accidentally rasterized the layer instead of fighting with that and moving forward. I know that we've got single strip users here, so we're going to move forward with that. But I am curious about. There it is. So there's the rasterized layer. Let's steal this one. Laura. All right. And then we've got a couple of, I think I would probably go, I think I'm just going to go all white with these. I think I would just put their navy. Yeah, I thought maybe this one was going to be a little bit better. I didn't look at it real close, but yeah, I mean, based on what these customers.
Yeah, I like just the all white letter. The white lettering's looking a lot better on the blue background.
I think that's about the only way you're going to get this one to pop at all.
Yeah.
Oops. Because I just don't see a way that I would be happy putting the other colors in this. Like I don't see where there'd be a good place to pop those.
You have to use all three colors of calling you, right? Is what their wish list is.
It's like, a lot of times your brides are going to maybe give you some flack, but sometimes you got to push back and say, like, you don't want me making text in the color. It's going to be too muted.
Yeah.
I tell them a lot of times that the software doesn't allow some things.
There are some options like that too. Like sometimes they won't take no. You just you give them a reason to.
Yeah. Once they know the software can't do it, then they kind of back out. They're like, okay, that'll work. Or I try not to do the template to them, give them the templates too early in the process. Mm-hmm. The later you do it, the more likely they are to approve it quickly.
Yeah, because they're getting down to the end. They're just ready to be done with decisions. Yeah, if you do it right there at the front end, they haven't made enough decisions yet.
Oh my goodness. When I first started and I was doing that, it was like revision after revision after revision. And I'm like, okay, this has got to stop.
Is it standard that some people just basically do like 1 or 2 revisions and after that you charge for extra?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to put a limit on it. I always did 2. That was the max that I would allow. Just because otherwise, it just becomes this iterative process. And at the end of the day, it, like they're making a big deal out of something that doesn't really matter, right? It's you're going to get them really close. Their guests are going to have a really great time with your service. They're going to walk away with a memory. It's going to have their name. It's going to have their date. That's what matters. Not that, it was FF00 that I wanted, but you gave me BC 1111.
They won't notice.
The hex code of the color really is not that important, but that if you get in early in the process of their decision making, you for sure will run into that. And you just kind of have to walk them through it. And sometimes the best thing is software doesn't allow it. I don't know what else I would do to this. honestly. We tried the tan. Didn't like that behind there. I mean, you could maybe try this.
I was thinking maybe using the third color as a shadow of the box, and then keeping the blue. So I don't know if the shadow could be in the burgundy that you have, and then keeping the blue that you have there, and then that beige on the bottom where the Just Marry is at.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play with like the line. I don't even like changing those lines. It just all takes away the contrast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It just really does. And we stick that in there. That just makes it meh.
meh.
Reds. I don't know. Now it feels like it's a patriotic theme instead of a wedding.
It takes away from the newspaper kind of look.
Yeah, I mean, no matter which way you go, like just them wanting to change the colors on it really makes it not feel very newspapery anymore.
Yeah.
So I think I would ship this to them like this. I mean, honestly, we played with it a little bit. We probably already spent more time than you would want to, right? The goal is to be like 5 minutes. Yeah.
If you want to give it a second color, I would just go with the font in that cream color. Or give it the option white. Just using two of the three colors and leave it up there.
Yep, I think that would be a good option to do with them for sure. So yeah, I think we'll call that one a wrap. Not much we can really actually do with it. So, in hindsight, probably if we were just editing, and not conversating, this is probably like a 3-minute edit.
Yeah,
you're gonna try all them colors real quick. You're like, those don't look good. Let's just go with get the main color in there and get they ask for text in white and deliver it to them that way.
Mm-hmm.
The other one we had that I had grabbed, we'll see if we got enough time for that. We're a little longer than normal, which is perfectly fine. Let's see if we can make any kind of edit ways in here real quick. So this one does have some color changes also. And this one will be a little bit more challenging. This is a very detailed one, I see. Sometimes our designers get a little happy in how many things they want to allow you to edit. But it does have a lot of elements. So like there isn't necessarily a good way to tie them together always.
It's half the fun finding turning things on and off to see what changes.
Yeah. The other one is go to your cursor here, check the auto select, and then you can just go click on it and it'll select it for you. But it's grabbing something weird.
I was going to say it's grabbing everything.
Yep. There's a group setting there. I just updated Photoshop. Must have changed the setting. There we go.
Oh, nice.
So that makes it a lot easier. So auto select and then make sure you got layer selected.
I wonder if I have that.
You should. Everybody should have it.
Are you doing auto select, Mike?
What's that?
Where's the auto select option?
It's up in this top left corner here.
Top left?
Yep. In the toolbar up here, it says auto select.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where you're hovering. Okay.
So first you're going to select the move tool. And then you up here, right there. I don't know if you see it turning on and off.
Tool?
No, I don't. Yeah, but I saw you clicking it. I didn't see it turn on and off.
Yeah, it's just right there.
All right, thanks.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that makes the hunt a little bit less.
Well, yeah, that makes it a lot.
Because otherwise you're clicking and clicking. Like, which one is it?
That's the hunt and peck.
Yeah. I think I probably if this was my design, I probably would have lumped like these together. It's like these three. I probably would have grouped all these marigolds together so that we could just change the color once and all the yellows would change. And that's something you can do even after the fact. So you can see that I just selected multiple ones. 1, 2, 3. Let's go grab so I got something fighting me there. Yeah, it's grabbing that frame for some reason. Not seen that before. back out. Yeah, so these frames are behaving in a weird way. So that is sometimes the auto select does not work for you. Let's do that. Oh, I see what's going on. He did put those on all together. That's why it was doing what what I would have done, but I would have grabbed all these also. And then from there you could just do Control G. And it'll actually create a group with all of those in it. And it'll grab the hue sats. I like to just pull one of them out. And then I'll regroup or put a clipping mask on it, which
for that group.
Yeah, so yeah, remember I use these shortcuts so much that I forget where the menus are at. There we go. So if let's take it off, go layer, and then we want create clipping mask.
Yep. And
then when we come in, now we can modify all of those together. So I like to group them a little bit more logically, especially if you think you got a bride that you're going to be doing some multiple edits with.
Right.
Get those into a way that works a little bit better for you.
Yeah, because I was always going in and resetting all my numbers on each individual flower.
Yeah, if you're going to do group edits, put them into groups together. The other way, without doing the Control G, you can just come down here and click the little folder, and it'll do the same thing. So select the ones you want.
Yeah.
Hold Control. That'll allow you to select individual layers. And then you can group them. Don't double click. That'll happen. Let's go create our edit layer, our palette layer here. Let's get a couple colors in here. Let's see, I don't even know what this color is. Let's see. Oh, that's really light. It's a light gray. Let's see what their accent color is. So I always find this also helpful just to see what you're really working with.
So you just add those colors in so that you can.
Yeah, I create a layer right at the top. And
yeah.
It's really just so I can see what the colors look like.
Yep.
Sometimes seeing them first lets you kind of know the direction you're going to go.
Yeah.
So like this is their accent 2 color, but I mean, like to me, that looks like almost a background, but I can see that this, excuse me, like some of these silhouetted could be done in that color and then make the background the first primary. So again, we do have a solid background here, so I would definitely take advantage of that by filling it. That immediately lightens that up. And then from there, we're going to kind of chase the colors a little bit. So let's go find a layered leaves layer. That does look like
can you repeat that step of how you're creating that block for those colors?
So what I do is I create a new layer. So you use the little plus symbol down here. Let's see if I can hover. And you should be able to see this better on the recording.
Okay.
If they come back to that. So we're going to create a new layer. So I got a new layer right here. And then I was just using the marquee tool.
Okay.
And then I like them to be squares. That's just me, but you can do any random shape. But if you hold the shift button down, it'll keep everything in a square.
Okay.
And then I set the color I'm going to use. And then I'm going to fill with it. Let's see if I can find the, I honestly don't even know where to, oh, here we go. Fill. Let's see if this is the same one I'm thinking of. Nope, that's different. Layer. I honestly don't know the menu way to do this. If you look at these two colors, your Alt key is the top one and your Control key is the bottom one. So foreground and background. So holding Alt and hitting backspace will fill it with the foreground. Holding Control and the backspace will fill it with the background. So you can change these colors here. So that's like when you see the color change real quick on that main main level, I just selected it and then I'm just hitting that keyboard shortcut.
Okay.
That good?
Yes.
So now we're going to try and that's everything. Once you're done selecting stuff, you want to move stuff around, turn off auto select, or it does what it just did to me here. All right. I want to get this secondary color. You can see we're really close. That's why I was like, I think we'd just probably make those leaves. You might not even actually really have to adjust that. I don't know that a client's really going to tell that that's not the same color. And then if you want to pan around like I'm doing here, if you hold the spacebar key in any Adobe app, it gives you that little hand and you can grab and move around. So what we got? We got a little bit of something going. I don't think just white's going to get us there. I don't know. It's got some texture in it, so that's going to get.
That beige on the right, if you use that, it's gonna probably blend in to some of the pattern that you see there. It's almost the same color.
Yeah. So I'm trying to set the leaves to be, they're pretty close, I think, to that secondary.
They're pretty close.
And to be honest, I don't even know that the printer would be able to print different than that. That's
the issue I run into with the Pascals.
Yes.
They look great on the digitals, but then you got to get the printer to kind of match up.
Yeah, and another one is contrast. So, like if there's not a lot of contrast between the two, that I've seen the printers, just ram right over that contrasting color, and you just get all one color. Like I would definitely do a test print on this to make sure that those leaves don't have to be darkened a little bit more so that they actually show up.
They may not show up on the print.
Yeah, so those may have to be a little stronger. Like you said, they look great on a screen.
Yeah. Lately, I've had a lot of brides end up going with a less design and more simple look to the templates.
I think we're going through a phase of that. I think the boho's still kind of big.
Yeah.
Eucalyptus seems to be a popular one this summer, fall. I've noticed that our eucalyptus designs have been getting selected quite a bit. So I'm going to make.
Is that any kind of information like you guys would, like your top 10 for this month was whatever templates listed out for us?
I mean, I like the idea. I don't have a good way of necessarily getting that information. I'll look into it. Yeah, if I could pull that out, that'd be great. We'll just put it out there on the blog for everybody.
Yeah, you just drop it on the blog saying, "Hey, look,
send an email out with it
for the last 30 days or whatever."
Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah, these are trending. Like one thing
these are trending.
I want to do is like, hey, these are trending up. Like these had no sales in the spring, and over the last 6 weeks they've had hundreds of sales or something. Yeah, that I like that. I'll look into that. I can't promise how quick I can deliver something like that, but we've got the data somewhere. It's just a matter of figuring out a way to extract it and then be able to present it. All right, so I am going to work on this burgundy now with these colors. So I'm gonna do that same trick. We're gonna put those all into a group. And we're gonna grab one of the hue saturation layers, bring it out of the group, and then do a clipping mask. I'm gonna bring this down so I get a little easier to see. I'm betting we're gonna be into the darker.
Well, there you go. Oh.
Those are pretty close, I'd say. could probably
Yeah, 'cause
come in and
looks like it's giving a shadow too, so it's hard to you have to go more like
yeah,
a
you're gonna start losing some of the definition. You get moving too much, right?
Yep.
So another thing we could try. Move my stuff around. So I apologize. Unfortunately, the meeting cut short and audio was lost. I did continue editing, and with that, we were able to finally get to a point where I was happy with the brightness and the depth of colors in the flowers. At that time, the design was complete and ready for delivery to a client. I used the curves layer adjust to help get some depth back as I brightened the pinks. So if you watch closely in the video, you'll see me do that.